motivation video. That's what I'm doing. Starting the morning off with a motivation video. Because some people need to hear this. Today's motivation video is going to be called, Don't Let Your Ego Keep You Broke. Do not allow your ego to keep you broke. Because some people let their ego keep them broke. That's what it is. That's what today's motivation video gonna be about. Don't let your ego keep you broke. Waiting for a few people to jump up in here. So today is January 7th, 2021. It's a brand new year. And some people are still sitting in the same position they were sitting in last year. They made no effort to get up to change their situation. But today, I got the motivation video for you. So, today's motivation video is going to be called, Don't Let Your Ego Keep You Broke. Because some people letting their ego keep them broke. And I'm going to explain why. See, I was brainstorming this morning while I was driving. You know, and I'm just going down the highway, and then all of a sudden something just hits me. The McDonald's sign. And I'm like, I ain't been on the channel for like maybe 2-3 days. And I said, you know what? My people need a motivation video today. So I got one for y'all. So I'm sitting and I'm brainstorming and I'm thinking about McDonald's. And a lot of people is out of work right now, but McDonald's is still hiring. And Some people won't go get that job due to the fact because they allow their ego to keep them broke. So some people feel that they can't work at McDonald's because it's not good enough for them. But see, you got to use that as a stepping stone. You're not going to stay there forever. See, the problem is a lot of people don't understand that money is a tool. Money is a tool, and you got to understand how to make your money work. See, everybody want to go get the job and go right to the top, but don't want to work from the bottom to get to the top. They embarrassed to put on a McDonald's uniform. I used to work at McDonald's years ago. I used to make $300 and some change at McDonald's. But see, some people rather sit home, be broke, instead of going to get a job at McDonald's and bring in some type of money. Nah, they don't want that. They want to stay where they are. But you got to get up and start somewhere. That's the thing about it. Getting started. Don't sit and worry about other people's opinion because you work at McDonald's. It's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's, because you should have a game plan like, okay, I'm not going to stay there forever. But you can also move up within McDonald's. How much does a manager make yearly at McDonald's? Google that. You don't got to always stay a cook. You don't always have to stay a cashier there, or work at the drive-thru while you there. Aim for a manager position. Use that money to invest in what you really want to do. That's what you need to do. But see, some people is just going to let their ego keep them like, yo, I ain't going to go get no McDonald's job. Money's money. Now, you can sit around and be broke all day, or you can get up and start making change in your life. You have to be the one that want to make the change in your life. Other people's not going to make your life any better. Your life only going to get better. 18,000 to 105,000. What's that, a year salary? So you sitting around and you broke. You sitting around and your bills is backing up. But how many McDonald's are there around you? My boy Don just said, he put in the chat, A McDonald's manager can make anywhere from 18,500 to 105,000 yearly. But no, you want to stay broke. If you sit and wait for the government to take care of you, you already losing. If you sitting there and you on public assistance, you already losing. If you sitting there feeling sorry for yourself, you already losing. Keep climbing for them dollars. Stop getting a job so you can go buy the latest gear so you can try to impress people in your neighborhood or people in your family. But see, some people's embarrassed to say, oh, they work at McDonald's. But you got to use that money to invest in something that you want in your life. Use that money to invest in the business that you want to start creating. But see, people not thinking like that. People not thinking like that. They too busy like, nah, man, I ain't getting no job at McDonald's. Why I look like working at McDonald's? Well, don't work at McDonald's in your hood. If you so embarrassed about people seeing you work at McDonald's. See, they so busy about their image. You so worried about your image. That's what it is. You worried about your image. You worried about how people looking at you. But see, you don't have to just work at Burger King. Because I said Burger King. You don't just have to work at McDonald's. See, the goal is to get in there, get your money up, to get you out of the situation you're sitting in right now. Take that money. Now, some of y'all might be backed up on bills, true. Some people might feel McDonald's is not enough money for them, true. But if you're not bringing in no money, at least that's something. Go in there and get that, go in there and build up your work experience so you can apply for other jobs to show that you've been working. Because see, the longer you stay out of work, the harder it is for you to get a job. Because see, they're going to look at your work history. When was the last time you worked? Oh, it's been over 6 months. What have you been doing? This is what they used to ask me when I used to have big gaps in my employment. And then I'll be like, oh, you know, I was home. Like, you ain't doing nothing. You're sitting around and time is passing you by. You can go get that money at McDonald's and at least bring in something. Yeah, it might not be the best, but you can start building your future a lot better by bringing in some type of income versus not bringing in no income. And you waiting around for the government to send a stimulus check. praying like, yo, why they taking so long on this stimulus check? Or riding the wave of unemployment when eventually unemployment is going to run out for you, or they're going to cut it off after a certain amount of time. You got to start game planning for the future. Stop letting your ego keep you broke. Stop letting your ego keep you broke. Stop letting your ego be the reason why you're sitting in debt because you don't want to go get the McDonald's job. You got to get up and you got to start somewhere. I don't care if you're 34, if you're 24, you're 34, you're 44, or you're 54. You got to get up and start having a game plan and a plan of action. Because if you don't got no plan, then you plan to fail. But now, some people feel they too good for McDonald's. But they broke. They broke. Why? Because their ego. They don't want to look a certain way like, oh, I'm a grown man or I'm a grown woman working at McDonald's. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, you got to do something. You got to do something. You don't do nothing, you get nothing. You don't put no work in, nothing is going to come to you. Then, if you and your girl living together, or you and your girl live together, you and your man live together, however the situation is, you got to get up and do something. You got to do something. Use that as a stepping stone to get you to the next level for whatever career or job you really want to go for. But don't just sit around, and wait for the government to bail you out of your financial hardship. No, you got to get up and bail yourself out. Some people get on public assistance and they make that a living. They make that their career. Some people sit there and use public assistance for the rest of their life and don't do nothing with it. They got services that help you get training. Like I say, you don't have to stay a cashier. You don't have to stay making burgers. You don't have to stay making french fries. You don't have to stay working in drive-thru like, welcome to McDonald's, how may I help you? You can actually work at McDonald's, turn around, invest in McDonald's, and start getting quarterly checks from McDonald's, because McDonald's is a publicly exchanged company. You can invest in McDonald's on the stock market, because I'm about to go get me some stock in McDonald's. So you can look at McDonald's in a funny way all you want. Oh, McDonald's is good when you want to go and you popped and your pockets is hurting. Oh, it's good for you to go get that McChicken sandwich or that fish fillet. But it ain't good enough for you to go there, to work there, to get that money to help you elevate yourself from being broke. No, because your ego got you sitting there like, oh, I don't want to work at McDonald's. I don't want to work at McDonald's. But you mad that you broke every day. But you mad that your pockets is tapped. But you mad that your bank account is low. You got insignificant funds on your bank card. You want to watch everybody else doing what they do. You want to be in everybody else's, position, but you don't understand what that person went through to get to where they at. Let me roll my sleeves up, because I got to go in at y'all. What's your excuse? What's your excuse? Oh, because you 36? You embarrassed? It's your mentality. It's your mentality. You got a poor person's mentality. You got to change the way you handle your finances. People so worried about if they're going to go get a new pair of sneakers with their tax money. People waiting on tax time so they can buy new TVs. People ain't thinking about getting rid of their debt. People ain't thinking about paying their money up in advance, at least 2 months if they can. People not thinking about, oh, let me pay my cell phone bill 2 months in advance, just in case one of you end up out of work. But you gotta be the change in your life. You gotta be the change in life. Shake the world, what's going on? You gotta be the change in your life. But you know, like I said, today's motivation video is don't allow your ego to keep you broke. You sitting home right now, you out of work right now, you pop, get up, go. You don't even got to get up and leave the house no more to do the application to work at McDonald's. You can do the application right online. Everybody got a phone. You can enable your phone to desktop mode to fill out the application. But no, you don't want to do that because you're allowing your ego to keep you broke. So you rather sit there, be broke, and be mad in life because you don't want to work at McDonald's because you worried about how someone else going to look at you, or you worried about how your people going to look at you because you work at McDonald's. But you know you can move up to becoming a manager. You know you can make $18,500 to $102,000 a year as a McDonald's manager. But you tripping. I ain't tripping, you tripping. Gotta do something. Gotta do something. Like I said, if you're sitting around waiting on the government to take care of you, you're going to stay at a certain level in your life. See, the rich keeps getting rich because I realize what they're doing. See, the rich is not buying expensive sneakers. They're not buying jewelry. See, the rich is buying assets. See, the rich is buying things that bring them back a return. Poor people continue to buy things that's liability. See, people want to be a business owner, but they want to go buy a fancy car. They want to go buy an expensive car because they want to show their status. See, what I've learned from my mentors that's wealthy, be rich. Don't look rich. That's the problem. And a lot of people speak failure in their life. People don't want to start at the bottom. They want to get into a career, or they want to start at a job making buku type of money. Something they could brag about. See, working at McDonald's, you're not going to get people that's going to brag about, oh, I work at McDonald's. No, they're not going to do it. You're not going to get that. I'm looking at a sign right now. I see White Castle, Starbucks, Burger King, McDonald's, Steak and Shake, Denny's, what else? Cracker Barrel. These places is making money. These businesses is making money. But you sitting around and you not making no money. Why? Because you allow your ego to keep you broke. I'm going to do a few more of these motivation videos for different businesses. But you allowing your ego to keep you broke. Oh, it ain't good enough. I ain't working on no McDonald's. Well, I look like working at McDonald's. What you look like when you not working at all? That's the question. What you look like not working at all? What you look like sitting there broke? Now you want everybody to feel sorry for you, but everybody's not going to feel sorry for you. Everybody's not going to come bail you out. Period. I see a McDonald's up here you could be working at. I'm looking at hotels right here. Comfort Inn. I see a Comfort Inn. I see a Cracker Barrel. I see Longhorn Steakhouse. What's your excuse? Motel 6. What's your excuse? You got to be the change you want to see in your life. You can't depend on everybody to come and bail you out. You can't depend on the government to come bail you out. You can't depend on your parents to always bail you out. Now, you can't depend on your mama to come bail you out. You can't depend on your sister or your brother or your homeboy or your homegirl to come bail you out. Because you ain't the only one that got things going on in the world. Ain't nobody prone to problems. You gotta make a change. You gotta make a change. It's on you to make the change. Period. That's what it is. How about this? I'm looking at a sign right here. What about subways? What's wrong with working at subways? You can actually get $10,000 up. You can open up your own subways. But no, nobody's thinking that. Nobody's thinking like that. Because we so worried about how our ego and how our image is going to look to other people who don't give two damns about going on in your household that's not going to come and break no bread. Like, okay, I went to work this week. Here's some money to pay your rent. You sitting around feeling sorry for yourself, it's not going to do nothing. Get up. Ain't you tired of your pockets being popped? Ain't you tired of sitting there being broke? And if you're not tired of being broke, then you ain't tired enough. Because you know what? You'll know when you're sick and tired of being tired. You'll get up and do something. You got to start having that consistent cash flow. I don't know what McDonald's is paying, but I sure am going to look into it because I'm curious. Now I'm curious. Now I want to know what McDonald's is paying hourly. How many hours could you get a week? Are they offering overtime? And And then if you do go work for McDonald's, you gotta be the best. You gotta be in there on a mission. You ain't in there, you're gonna meet people in there, but don't get content. Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. You in there for a reason. You in there for a purpose. Your purpose is to get there, get your money built up, and move on. Climb for the next dollar. It's too much money around you. But you allowing your ego to keep you broke. You gonna work at McDonald's, you be the best burger flipping person in there. I came a long way before I got to becoming a professional truck driver. But I had to go those low-paying job routes. Yeah, it wasn't the best. Yeah, it's many weeks I got low-paying checks. Then you work at McDonald's, start paying off your debt so you can work on start building your credit up. Because here's the secret. Once you start building your credit up and you get good credit, you can go for loans. Then you can start your own business and pay yourself what you feel you deserve to get paid. But see, a lot of people ain't thinking that way. So it was on me to bring it up. You might feel your girl might look at you a certain way because you work in McDonald's. Fellas, I'm telling you, stop letting your ego keep you broke. Because the longer you sit around and not work, the harder your life gonna get. Period. But that's what I was brainstorming on this morning as I was driving down the road. I said, someone needs to hear this message today. Get up, dust off your shoulders, and get on your grind. It's on you. It's up to you. I refuse to be broke. That's what you need to tell yourself. I refuse to continue to stay in these situations or this situation. Be the change. Be the change. But like I said, don't let your ego keep you broke. Don't worry about how everybody else gonna feel that you work at McDonald's. Everybody got to start from somewhere. People just ain't go and get the best paying job right away. And if you lost your job and you've been out of work, you got to get back. You got to start getting up and get back on your grind and stop feeling sorry for yourself. You're a grown man, you're a grown woman. But like I said, today's motivation video is called Don't Let You Broke. Get your plan together. It's the beginning of the year. You can work at McDonald's for the next 4 months and go hard with it. Get that debt paid off if you got debt. Some money is better than no money. But if you want to sit around and you want to stay broke, then you know what? That's on you. But don't expect other people to always feel sorry for you. Don't expect your family to feel sorry for you. Because your family have their financial situation that they got going on. And sometimes you can't go to your family because they don't got it. Then what you do? Then what you gonna do? If you're still living at home with your moms, you can still get up and go work. You might live at your girl house, you can still get up and go to work. McDonald's is always hiring. But you rather sit and be broke, let your ego have you broke, keep you broke, keep you in your feelings. Nah, you gotta take that money, pay some bills, sacrifice the fact that you're not gonna be able to go buy some Jordans. Sacrifice the fact that you're not going to be able to go sit on your PlayStation all day. Sacrifice your time to go work at McDonald's to invest in the business that you want to start. Invest in your ideas so you can move up in the world where you can make the money that you want to make. Get out of that feeling sorry for yourself. So today is January 7th, 2021. Spend today sitting down, writing your plan of action. You got 11 months remaining in this year left to get things turned around. And if you don't get your plan of action in place, Don't expect anything in your life to change. Change only happens once you start an action. Cause and effect. Be the cause to create the effect. Because you sitting around and not doing nothing is why you broke. Because you get up and go to work every day is the reason why you got to check on Friday. Can't sit and use the government is keeping me down. Can't use that as an excuse. It's no excuse. But like I said, don't let your pride keep you from going to get that money. See, because it did. Okay, you might not want to work at McDonald's, but guess what? If you go in the street and you hustle, you taking penitentiary chances, and then you're going to be, if you get caught, you're sitting in jail. Now you're not making no money. It's on you. It's up to you. It's your life. It's your life. You choose to stay on the level that you're sitting at, that's your personal choice. If you got people around you that choose to sit at that level, respect their decision. You can motivate them, and sometimes they just be like, yeah, you right, and don't make no type of change. But like I said, don't allow your ego to keep you broke. Then, when you was working before, you helping your other relatives out and family members out, but now that you down and out, don't nobody know you. Can't nobody help you. And you can't always depend on your family to come bail you out. You can't. They'll help you out here and there, but at the end of the day, we grown men, we grown women. What are we doing? What are you doing? So, it's 2021. It's time for change. Turn the TV off. Get off the Netflix. Stop watching the nonsense on YouTube that's entertaining you, keeping your mind away from the goals. That's all I got to say for today's motivation video. If you're new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave your comments down below in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up. And stay tuned for my next motivation video about another company you can work at. It's your boy Sinister. Peace out.